Welcome to the Xseed Step Up to Success call. We appreciate you for taking the time to be here tonight. And a very special welcome to those of you checking out Xseed for the first time. I'm Susan Nicholas, Director of Marketing and Promotions for Xseed. Our Director of Compensation, Joshua Phair, is here tonight, and he will share with you why it's a great time to be a part of Xseed and how to get your business up and running in 4 simple steps. Thanks for being on the call, Josh, and I turn it over to you.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. Welcome to the call, everybody. This is Joshua Phair coming to you live from the Xseed Worldwide headquarters out in Las Vegas, Nevada. Folks, it is a beautiful, beautiful day. We are having some tremendous, tremendous growth here with the company. We're looking forward to seeing all of you out at our event that's upcoming in Florida. We are going to be excited to seeing you. Folks, I've got some news that I've got to get out before I get to the call real quick. Be watching here soon. I just finished putting the final touches on what is to be the most epic competitions of competitions. We have a competition coming up for our convention in June, where between the next couple of months you'll have the opportunity to enter into a competition, win some points, and possibly earn an Xseed wrapped Fiat at our convention. So we've got that coming up, details coming soon. Matter of fact, the details will most likely be launched in full detail, full color, with our newsletter this coming weekend. So we're going to be putting together the final touches on the documentation for that. You might want to be watching that because there's a couple things that I know about this industry, and we're going to talk about this at the end of the call as well. This industry is built off of promotion. Promotion of events, promotion of contests, promotion of winners, promotion of success, promotion of earnings, promotion of success stories, promotion of testimonials. There's a lot of different things that we can promote in this industry, and that is where the major, major, major business is built. So for those of you who are with us and have been with us since the beginning or have just joined us here recently, hold on to your seats. I'm glad that you're on the call tonight. The fact that you're on this call tonight on a Thursday night when you could be doing any number of other things just goes to speak volumes about your commitment to success, your commitment to your dreams, your commitment to your future, and the level of excitement that you combined with us share in the future of Xseed, the future of our business venture together. For those of you who are joining us for the first time, congratulations and thank you for coming on the call. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts for respecting the desires of someone who loves you, who cares about you. Because the reality is the person who invited you to this call tonight does care about you. Otherwise, they wouldn't have invited you, because they want you to know of the things that they're excited about. They want you to know of these things because these things have brought them great joy and excitement in their lives, and they want you to be a participant in those things. So folks, we're going to talk about this tonight, but first, as always, I got to start with a couple stories and a quote. The quote of today is, "We tend to forget that happiness doesn't come as a result of getting something we don't have, but rather of recognizing and appreciating what we do have." You know, I came from a spot when I first joined this industry, and I've told this story to a couple of people, and I think I mentioned it on one of my first calls here, Steps to Success calls with the Xseed company. You know, when I first joined this industry, it was years ago. It was over a decade ago, almost a decade and a half ago. I looked at the millionaire that was up on stage, and I looked at him in his double-breasted suit with his custom pinstripes and his $50,000 watch, and watched him get in and out of a $100,000 car outside of the hotel, and you know, I was bitter a little bit. I was quite bitter, actually. I thought, how dare he? You know, how dare he show up in this, you know, fancy car, you know, this double-breasted suit, this watch? Because you see, what I realized was I wanted what he had, and at least I thought I did in my head. I looked at his car, I looked at his watch, I looked at his clothes, I looked at how he held himself. And that's what I thought I wanted for myself. And so it was all about what I didn't have. And I thought, if only I could get that, then I'd be happy. And you guys have probably heard this, you know, this analogy before of the child. And the child says, you know what, if only I could turn 4, then I could be walking and running and jumping, and then I'd be happy. And when they get to the place where they turn 4, they look at their older brother, sister, and they're doing things, dancing, you know, or playing sports, and they're saying, man, if only I was 11 or 12 or 10 even, I could start playing sports, and I'd be happy. And they get to that point, and they look at their older brothers and sisters, and they're seeing them starting to get their driver's permit or their driver's license. Says, man, if only I get to get 15, 16 years old, then I can start driving. Then I'll really be happy. And then they see their brothers and sisters going off to college, and man, if only I could go to college, then I'll be happy. If only I could get married, then I'll be happy. If only I could get my degree, then I'd be happy. If only I could get my job, then I'd be happy. If only I could get a new house, new car, take a vacation, I'd be happy. If only I could get married and have children, I'd be happy. If only the children were at school so they're no longer bothering me around the house 24/7, then I'd be happy. As long as you know, we're going through this process and it keeps on going and keeps on going and keeps on going and keeps on going, and then we blink. And then what we realize is that 20, 25 years has gone by. And we look back and we're not ashamed. We're maybe a little hurt, maybe a little disillusioned about all the time that we wasted chasing things. There's a story of a young gentleman who was happy because he was thankful for what he had. He was happy with what he had, and so he's happy in life. And one day a religious man came to his house and started telling him about diamonds. He said, where can you find these diamonds? Because he had told him that with one diamond, the size of my fist, you could buy a kingdom. So, well, where could you find these diamonds? Well, you can find these diamonds up in the mountains, amongst the black sands and the running water of a creek. And you can find these diamonds. And the next day, this young gentleman sold everything he had, sold his farm, and went and searched for the diamonds. He searched for the rest of his life, until he got to a point where he couldn't handle it anymore, knew he was never going to find his diamonds, and decided to end his life. And I got thinking about that today. I got thinking about this quote and, you know, my story of, you know, my previous failures and always wanting to, you know, have what the other guy had, and, you know, this story of this young gentleman who went out and tried to find diamonds all his life. And ended up dying, never finding one diamond. And then I thought about where I'm at right now. See, I've learned over the years, you got to be grateful for the things that you've got in your life before you can move forward. Last year, I was in a place where I was learning this lesson yet again. You got to be grateful for what you have in life before you can move forward. And that's when I was introduced to Xseed. And see, Xseed was just like what's going to happen in the rest of the story here, was a diamond just sitting there. You reach down, you grab it, it reflects the light, and you look at it, and the more you look at it, the deeper you look at it, you realize that the color, the defects in it, it's really, really pure. It's a beautiful stone. See, John's done an excellent job here. He's put together a phenomenal product system here. With his Slender, with the shakes, the meal replacement shakes. I mean, come on. Who does chocolate roca and vanilla caramel swirl for your meal replacement shakes? Greens, the fresh, has an unbelievable taste, and it's unbelievably healthy, having a lot of the greens that we so desperately need into our diets these days. Having an antioxidant complex that helps us, you know, eat up the free radicals in our body and be able to correct certain things about our health so that we can defend ourselves from disease and sickness and things like that. Excellent products, pardon, and high ingredients. Commitment to quality, #1 over everything else. Then you take a look at the things that he wanted to do with his compensation. And folks, we're still putting extra things on top. No, we're not paying enough here. Let's put another thing. We're going to be launching here, probably in alignment with our event in June, a rewards program where you'll be able to earn points and be able to get products and clothes and different things for that. We just launched an incentive trip. For those of you who know, we've got a Platinum Ambassador incentive trip for a fly out to Vegas to come spend some time with us, be pampered, and, you know, go indoor skydiving and different things like that. We just put out that contest. We're putting on another contest for the one lucky person to really have a chance to work and put in some effort in their business for the next 60 to 90 days, have explosive growth in their business, and have the opportunity to be awarded a car at our event. And, you know, crazy, the things that we're doing for compensation. We have upfront money covered. You have good retail sales commissions that you can make, good jumpstart commissions that you can make, especially with our 3-tiered system that allows you to increase your earnings as you help other people on your team make money. We've got other bonuses that help emphasize working in that area of your business because it's the lifeblood of your business. We've got long-term and residual income strategies that help you develop an income over time that will allow you to walk away from whatever it is that you're doing so that you can enjoy those things that are around you, that are precious in your life, that are sitting right in front of you, and be able to enjoy those more fully and live life to the fullest. On top of that, he's put together a very, very, very spectacular corporate team over here. Customer relations department, just phenomenal. The finance department, exceptional. The marketing and branding, they're rock stars, they're superstars. IT department, I've rarely seen somebody work so hard in an IT department. Matter of fact, we're after hours. He just, I think, left the office just a little bit, and we're after hours. And you know what? Most days he's here after hours, before hours, weekends, because there's things that he's got to put together that he can't do while we're working, because he's got to make sure that the systems are working while we're working. So phenomenal IT team. And then you put John and Cody into the mix. Exceptional leadership in everything they've done. They've succeeded in everything that they've taken on. And so you look at the corporate team, exceptional. You look at the products, phenomenal. You look at the compensation model, spectacular. And I realized this is one of those moments. This is one of those moments that I learned to be grateful for the things that I had, and I was led to pick up a stone. Turn the stone over and see a shining little, bright little sparkle, and lo and behold, we have a diamond. You know, none of that matters. None of that matters for you anyway, because that's my journey. That's what I've found. I found the stone for me. I found the diamond for me, the diamond within Xseed, the diamond that's going to take me to the next generation of where I want to go with my life. What really matters is where you're at. You know, folks, the reason why you're on this call tonight is because you were looking for something. Maybe it's a diamond. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Maybe you're looking for more time freedom to spend time with your kids and your family. Maybe you're looking for an extra bit of time just so that you can have a date with your significant other more often. Maybe you're looking to travel. Maybe some of you are looking to experience world cultures and travel and, you know, go experience different religions and thought belief patterns and constructs and be able to get to know how the world really works outside of where you're currently at. Maybe some of you want to write a book. It's possible that some of you are meant to touch the world in some way. And you're looking for who it is that you are, why it is that you're here, and a vehicle that you can go use and fulfill that purpose. You know, back to the story here, you know, this gentleman who sold his farm. One day the same religious leader went back to that farmhouse. And he was graciously accepted by the new owner of the farmhouse. It had been years since the farmer had left and sold his farm and went to travel the world looking for diamonds. And he looks above the mantelpiece and he sees a rock. And it's shining. It catches his eyes. And he says, "My goodness, has he returned?" Oh, what do you mean? Has he returned? This is a diamond. He went to go search diamonds. He found one. Has he returned? No, he hasn't come back, and that's just a stone. No, it's a diamond. Come show me where you found it. So his new owner of the farm goes out into the backyard of his house, which just happens to be nestled up against the mountains. And as they walk a little while and they get closer to the river that runs through the property, and they start rummaging their hands through the black sands that the water's running over, and they find another couple diamonds. And that's the story of how one of the biggest diamond mines in the world was ever discovered. See, the young gentleman that was happy with what he had, and because of that he was content, all of a sudden found that he wanted something that he didn't have, and he was no longer content, so he went searching the world for it, when he didn't realize that he was literally sitting on top of acres of diamonds. One of my favorite all-time stories. You know, myself in my business kind of told you that I found yet another diamond with Xseed. You know, there have been times in my life where I wanted things that other people had. Now I just am grateful for the things that I do have. I have my life, I have my health. I have a wife, I have 5 beautiful children. I love them all. I have loving parents that raised me. I have loving biological parents. I have a loving extended family, beautiful friends and family. I was able to travel for a full year last year, spend some time in South America with my in-laws. from January to December, and really take advantage of some of the things that I've been running around chasing. Oops, stop. Just enjoy it for a while. Folks, that's what this is all about. Xseed, our whole motto is "We are life." That's what this is all about. That's what life is all about. It's about putting yourself in a vehicle that will allow you to take some time to stop and smell the roses and be grateful for the things that you have. Because only as we are grateful for that which we have in our life can we actually experience the abundance and manifestation of an increase of those things in our life. And that's what we're about. We're about more time. We're about more money. We're about more abundance. We're about more freedom. We're about better health. We're about more longevity in our lives. We're about more freedom. We're about more passion. We're about more purpose. We are life. You know, for those of you that are here for the first time, I know how it is when you've been looking for something and then something comes along. And it's okay. It's okay to want to join something. And yes, you've probably been to a lot of these things before, and some of your friends have said, no, don't do it. Get a job and be like everybody else. And there's nothing wrong with having a job. This also isn't a Ponzi scheme or get rich quick. It does take work. We do treat it as a profession because that's what it is. It's the profession of network marketing. However, if you work it right, it is faster. It's faster than working 40 hours a week, 40 weeks a year, 40 years of your life. So that's our path. We've chosen this path, and the fact that you're here shows that we've seen something within you, and you've probably seen something within yourself that indicates that there's room for change right now. There's a spot open and available for change. And however you're experiencing that life, that's perfectly okay because that's the way you were designed to experience it. Now, as far as getting enrolled and getting started with us, like Susan had mentioned, I'm going to give you some steps. There are some steps on how to get enrolled with us and how to get started and how to actually make your first check. So we're going to go over this. Number one, call up the person immediately who you were invited by and get their website so that you can go to their website and get enrolled. Okay. Step number two, once you get into the enrollment process and you've entered in your personal information, you're going to choose a Jumpstart Pack. Now, this is one of the most important steps, and some people are overlooking it right now. So I wanted to talk to this a little bit more in length tonight so that you can understand fully. There's going to be a lot of different reasons people are going to tell you, oh, you want to be on the big league pack because, you know, it gives you more PV. And, you know, PV is very, no, let's forget about that for a second. Let's tell you the real reasons that we get on the big league pack. Okay, the big league pack is one of our top packages. We got a minor league pack, we've got a better health pack, and we've got a lifestyles pack. Okay, here's why you get on a big league pack. Yes, it does give you more PV. Yada 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 yada. Okay, number one, the real reason, because I believe that there are good reasons, and then there are the real reasons. So let me give you the real reasons, not the good reasons. The real reasons for wanting to get a big pack for your Jumpstart Pack. Number one, it gives you one of every single product that we have. Now, why is that important? I find it very unlikely that somebody would pay for a McDonald's franchise and not buy hamburger buns. If you don't have anything to give your customers, you're not going to have customers. It's just not going to happen. So ideally, you have one of each of the products. That way, if somebody comes over to your house and says, hey, what's that green stuff that you've got in that shaker? Oh, that's our greens. Phenomenal taste. The best tasting greens you've ever had. Really? Yeah, here. Take out another shaker bottle, put a scoop in, shake it up, and give it to them. Because now you're not only experiencing the product and becoming a product of the product and receiving a testimonial that you know the products work, that you like them, that they taste good, but now you're able to give somebody else a tangible experience, which increases 7 to 8-fold the opportunity or chance for you to be able to enroll them as a customer or a distributor. Okay, that's reason number one. Reason number one, tactile experience with the product. Reason number two, people are going to do what you do. Let me repeat that. People are going to do what you do. There are 3 questions that everybody asks when they get introduced to a new network marketing opportunity. Number 1, how long have you been in it? Number 2, how much money have you made? And number 3, if they're interested in joining, which package did you purchase? Now, it's very hard for you to say, well, you know, you should get the big league pack. because the Big League Pack is awesome. It'll give you one of every single one of the products, because then you can sample them out to people, and you can try them, and you can become a product of the product, and you'll know what the products are about. You'll know how great they are. You'll be able to experience them in your life and feel the difference in your health, your energy. Really, which package did you purchase? Well, I bought the lifestyle package. Yeah, it just doesn't work. It's not congruent. Okay, so we tell people, I only recommend people ever to purchase the Big League Pack, because you're using one of every single one of the products to go out and give people a tactile experience with the product, tangible, so they can feel it, taste it, smell it, and know that it works for them. And then number two, so that you can be a testimonial of the fact, hey, look, I invested in my business, and the people I'm going to bring on my business, on my team, are also people that have invested in their business. They got some skin in the game so that there's more urgency and they want to build. So do you want to run with me? Let's go. Okay, that's step number two. Step number three, choose your auto order. Folks, our products are made to be used within 28 days. Every single one of our products is 28 servings. So it's designed that way intentionally, because every 28 days we want you to order more product. And there's nothing wrong with that. It just simply is. And plus, once you experience the products and taste the products and feel the difference in your life and have the extra energy, like me, bouncing through the roof, bouncing through the walls, up until very, very late hours in the morning, and able to get up still in the morning with a lot of energy. Okay, if you're experiencing those things, you'd never want to stop getting them anyway. And that's fine as well. So step three is choose your auto products. Choose the products that you feel that you want to be experiencing on a monthly basis. And we'll just make it easy for you. We'll just make sure that those products show up to your doorstep every 28 days. Okay? So that's step three. Step number four, we have a wonderful little PDF that we sent out in an email link, and ask your sponsor how you can get a copy of that. And it's all about how to do tasting experience parties. Now, these tasting experience parties are by far some of the things that are creating the biggest and fastest incomes within our company right now, because it gets you the ability to get in front of people and give them samples of the products immediately, talk about the products, talk about what people want to achieve in their life with their health and everything else, and in a very, very nonchalant and low impact way approach them about purchasing products and becoming a customer. Now, these tasting experiences lend a couple things. Number one, it gives you customer sales, retail sales, which then gives you 25% commissions. So you get to a party, you do a party, they buy $500 worth of products. That's $125 for one evening's work. I don't know about you, but that's more than some people are making in their 8-hour job for that day. Okay, so that's a beautiful, beautiful income opportunity. On the other hand, it also gets people using the product, so that when you come down to it, and a couple weeks later when they want to reorder the product, you're like, hey, you know what, I'm glad that you want to reorder the product, but we are making money with this. If you're interested, I could show you how you could make some money with this as well. Now it's an easier in for them to become a distributor, because they've already had a tangible experience with the product. And so that's what these tasting experiences are about. And I can tell you right now that every single one of the top 5 network marketing companies in the world right now use a version of this strategy. They have the top earners, they have the most distributors worldwide, they have the highest volume in sales worldwide. So we know what we're doing, and we put it together specifically because we want you to have the greatest chance of succeeding long term, not just a short term. So folks, those are the 4 steps. Step number 1, get a hold of the person who invited you, get their website so that you can go to it and enroll. Step number 2, purchase your Jumpstart Pack so that you can have the product, experience the products, and share the products with everybody else. Step number 3, get on auto ship so that you never run out of the products and you can keep on experiencing them, because folks, I can tell you I've had times where I ran out of a product and I could feel the difference, and I couldn't wait to get back on the product. We actually had somebody in Florida as well. She was off the product for about 4 days because she had went to a different state and her product had gotten to her house. And she said, I need to get more product because I just feel like I'm starving right now. The meal replacement shakes were working so well that when she didn't use the meal replacement shakes, she felt that she was starving throughout the day. So get on your auto order. That's step number 3. And then step number 4, post your first tasting experience. Let's get you a check. Let's get you some results with the product. Let's get you a happy testimonial that you can go out and share with people to give you more empower to go out and empower and change the world and touch the lives of those people around you so you can go out and live more, be more, do more, have more, experience more, so that you can be with us and, as always with Xseed, be a part of the fact that we are life. We are you. You are we. So with that, folks, I hope you have had a wonderful evening tonight. I know for a fact that the fact that you're still listening to this call means that you know that you're in the right place at the right time and that you're ready for a change. So with that, I'm going to leave you to go ahead and go get a hold of the person immediately who invited you on this call. Let's get started. Let's get rolling. Let's get moving. Folks, details coming out very, very, very soon for the Thrive and Drive program, which is where you can win a Fiat at our convention here in June. So be watching out for the details of those. Also be watching out for the details of the rewards program that we're going to be releasing probably sometime right about the same time of launch. We've got some excellent things coming. The company is growing like mad. Be a part of it. Be a part of the tidal wave that's coming. And with that, folks, have a beautiful evening. Go give someone an awesome day tomorrow. And we'll see you as we go out through life and start experiencing more of the things that we want and living the life of our dreams. Have a good night, folks. Bye.